What's up, everybody? This review, we're taking a look at the Action Force Desert Condor. This figure is pretty cool looking in the packaging. I do like the Valorverse packaging. Um, I do think that this look is the look that I prefer for him, I guess. The first one looked pretty cool, but it had that blue on it. When I think of him with my Joes and that sort of thing, like I'm glad that they did come out with this desert version. I've already got the Desert Brigade soldiers, and then I've got the tan Muddy Vanguard. And so I wanted him to kind of, I don't know, be the lead in that group, I guess I'll say. So, I mean, he looks pretty cool, but I do like the body buck. So I might try to army build this guy also. But yeah, here he is in the packaging. There's the back. You've got your action points. You've got other figures in the wave. Looks really awesome. I'm tempted to try this Arctic one. It's got a strange color to it with the mint, but these desert ones are like definitely my favorites. And I want an Urban Commando also, but I haven't picked one of him up yet. The swarms are still, I don't know. I got to see them more in person. Just looking at them, I don't know that they're for me. So I don't know. I might be a little more picky on them, but yeah, there's the back with the bio, everything like that. And again, the front. We'll get them open and check them out. All right, so here we got the Desert Condor outside of the packaging, and he looks pretty cool. He's got this stand. You know, the stand is pretty nice, some pretty good detail, nice color, solid, but don't use those, or at least I haven't had to. Don't plan on it. He's got connected to that stand was a set of hands. So in the packaging, he had hands already in there, and they already had their own spots in there. So, and this little pack was taped to the bottom of the stand. So I don't know if maybe it was intended to be in the packaging. They figured out they didn't have it because it's the same exact hands except for the opposite side that we've seen in other figures where they include both hands. So we'll take a look at those in a second. But you've got his helmet. Looks pretty okay. Not terrible. Nice little tan. You've got these parts right here that are removable. Looks like you can, it comes with different attachments. You've got these ear pros with a mic that you can add to it, I guess, to set up your own style, your own look. Got these binoculars, night vision, something like that. Pretty cool. Go to the helmet. Again, you don't have to use it. It just pegs in any way that you want to. I guess up or down. Probably always down. Something like that. Yeah, that's it for the helmet. The ears, dark inside. Got the mic. You got the scar. Really nice, solid plastic. I like that. Pretty heavy duty. You got the magazine. Does drop out. And it looks good. Looks really good. It just feels solid again. Comes with an extra head where he's got his mask on. It looks kind of crazy with the shading around the eyes, like pretty serious or sleep deprived, or I don't know. But I guess technically it could be anybody under that mask, even though it does match him. So I guess you could army build him if you wanted to. Again, you got the different hands. He comes with trigger fingers on him. You got these little gripping hands. This one here, a fist. You got another fist. So you got a fist for both sides. You've got this like climbing hand or under the barrel of the rifle, which is really nice. But you get this for both sides because in that bag it did have the other side, so it could be shooting lefty, righty, either one, which is really nice to have those different options for your setup. And that's it for his accessories. Let's check him out. So here's the Desert Condor outside of the packaging, and he looks pretty cool. Downside for me so far is that he has the yelling face and not a relaxed face. Maybe they're assuming that you already have the other Condor, or you could pop the head off onto this one. But if you don't, you just either get a screaming head or a masked one. It's one or the other. So that's a little bit of a disappointment as far as that goes. But he's got this nice scarf around the neck. He's got his knife. It comes already inside of the sheath, which is really cool. I'm glad they do that. You've got the mags that can come out of there, which is awesome. You got his pistol that is in the holster already, which looks really nice. Really cool. The red dot on top too, like that's pretty awesome. Kind of looks like a little SIG in there. You got the radio on the back. I mean, look at the detail on him. Like his plate carrier, carrying extra mags, his knife, the radio that wraps all the way around. Nice comms. You can see here where it unpegs, and then you can take that off. The pant details. Looks really cool. Really nice. Now let's check them out with a couple of these other accessories that it came with. So here is the Desert Condor with the helmet on. The way that it comes in packaging with these little shields here. It's got the alternate head on there. Looks pretty nice. Again, you can take those off. You can put these little earmuffs on there. They only have one peg hole, or one peg for the hole, so you gotta connect it to the one in the back. And you can see how the mic goes to the front. And then we'll throw in the binoculars or night vision, whatever you want to use them as. And that looks pretty nice. Of course, we'll throw the scar in his hand. And you've got yourself a pretty awesome looking desert style soldier. And he looks really cool. And again, he does come with the kind of like the gripping hand for the front grip. You can see you can grab underneath the front. I'll take this off because I keep kind of getting it in the way or hitting it with my fingers. Yeah, I mean, how is that? That looks really nice. I love it. Just kind of walk in and heads up. Super nice. That looks really good. I love it. So while we got them like this, we'll check out some articulation. So for articulation, his head does have the hinge. So it can turn left or right. It can look down, not that far. Look up. Really nice. It can tilt, not, it doesn't hardly tilt like at all. So no personality in there. You've got butterfly joints that work pretty good. See if we can get us a good T-pose. There you go for T. Upper bicep cut, double jointed pinless elbows, hinge and peg for the rotation and movement of that hand. You've got upper diaphragm cut, and then you've got a ball waist. Give you some pretty good looking motion, natural looking. You've got these drop down hips. You've got upper thigh cut, double jointed pinless knees, upper boot cut, hinge, and pivot for the foot and ankle. So just a really, really nice figure. Here is the Condor with the original head sculpt that came on there with the yelling face. I mean, this just adds so much personality to any shot, you know. It just looks like he's in the middle of a battle. All with that added head sculpt, you know. Which is awesome, getting different expressions, hand sculpts, head sculpts, that sort of thing, because you can get all kinds of emotion out of a shot, you know. Just really, really cool. You don't have to really say anything. It just, you know, makes you feel a certain way by getting those certain things that give allow you to be or show, you know, express yourself, get that emotion for a scene. Really, really cool. So I mean, I love that. But again, like I say, I'm a little disappointed in the not having a neutral head. I guess this one could be considered a neutral head. And I'm not sure how I feel about these ear parts on there. Kind of nice, but also it looks weird in a way to me. I'm not sure. All right, and for comparison, we got this Desert Condor next to the Desert Steel Brigade, and then we've got Trigger. This is the first release Trigger, and they look pretty cool together. I mean, this guy Trigger looks a little more ready for like a jungle action. I guess he could be considered kind of desert like in a way too, but yeah, pretty nice. He looks. I don't know what it is. Maybe he looks just a little small next to Condor. Condor just seems like a little bit bigger, bulkier. But maybe it's the plate carrier that's adding to it. The Steel Brigade looks pretty awesome. He looks bulky. He looks like he has a really good size. Desert colors are that tan. I don't know. They all look like they go together, which is really nice. Because I plan on keeping them together in the whole scenario. But I really kind of want a desert or to army build this Condor in a way. But I don't like the heads that it came with. So I'm going to throw this one on there. And I don't know. That's kind of nice. That's kind of cool. I guess that works. Can go together. Because it doesn't really need that part. I think it looks pretty cool. Pretty nice. I might take some, you know, if I army build, I'd probably get rid of the flag right there. That way I can use them in a bunch of different scenes, scenarios, that sort of thing. And of course, there is this condor head on this body. And that doesn't look terrible. Looks a little small. Just a little bit. Throw the helmet on and it looks about right. So not bad. Then you get options to mix and match. And make them just a little bit more different. We'll do yelling head. So not bad. Also looks pretty cool like that. So many different options between these guys. Really nice. While we're at it, because I really like Triggerhead on that Steel Brigade. Oh man, he looks nice on this one too. That Triggerhead just matches like every single body so far. Like really nice. Dang. So cool. Very, very cool. All right. So here I got him on top of the Vanguard. Just kind of yelling. Who knows? Maybe he's giving orders or something like that. But he looks pretty awesome. I guess final thoughts are I really like the figure. There is some the downsides for me are the head sculpt. This one isn't a bad one. I just kind of wished we had like a normal relaxed head. Like that would have been really cool to come with that. And that's probably just my real biggest one. Other than that, I think it's a pretty cool figure. I mean, I like the body sculpt, the colors they chose. The weapons are, they feel really nice. The helmet's okay, I guess. But yeah, the head sculpt is. Just wish he had the normal relaxed face. Because I don't have the first Condor. So now it's pretty much either yelling or the masked head for him. But I do like the fact that he is pretty. I guess you can army build him. I do love that. So I think that's pretty cool. Um, yeah, articulation's great. Paint choice is nice. Just the head sculpt, really, that's my biggest thing. Other than that, I think it's pretty cool. I love the articulation. He can, hold that scar pretty nicely into that shoulder, which is really cool. You get the different options on the helmet. Um, so there are ways to use him in multiple different ways, which is really cool. So yeah, overall, I think it's a pretty cool figure, pretty nice. Is it my favorite one? Probably not because of that. Not including like a head, kind of like Trigger, sitting in the background, just a natural, neutral looking head. I wish it would have came with that, but still not bad because I like the body style and everything. I can get rid of the flag, um, just make him some kind of desert trooper, soldier, anything like that, and just army build him like crazy. Or I can leave the flag on there and just make more for his unit, which is really cool. So yeah, I mean, I do like it, and you can do quite a bit with it. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this review. Hopefully you saw enough to decide whether you wanted it. As always, maybe you got to see something new about him or help you decide whether it's for you or not, which would be pretty cool. So yeah, that's it for this review, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Later.